And he was like, "Hey, you're a scammer. This isn't the right size." Welcome to Matt's Profit Pursuit. I'm Matt. I'm a part-time reseller. I source at the Goodwill bins, and I sell on eBay, and I make what sold videos so you know what's selling right now on eBay and where the market is at. And I break down each of those sales so you can see how much profit is left after fees, cost of goods, and taxes are taken out. I got 10 orders going out today. Let's see what's sold. First off, I got this 1990 Fleer Joe Montana card. I don't recommend selling low price cards. I just like going through cards and I like the treasure hunt of buying a big box of cards and looking through and trying to find some good ones. This one's kind of cool. It's an error card, so the total yards, the total yards and the touchdowns, they're swapped. So on this one it says that he has a total of 31,054 touchdowns. That's a pretty good career. I paid less than a penny for this card and it sold for $2 free shipping. The buyer is all in at $2 minus 55 cents for the transaction fee, 63 cents for the shipping label, and that leaves me with 82 cents. Sold one of my Kiro patches, some patches that I've designed. I pay $1 a piece for these patches and they sold for $9.99 free shipping. The buyer is all in at $10.81 minus 82 cents for the sales tax, $1.64 for the transaction fee, $3.97 for the shipping label, and that leaves me with $4.38. So this 2014 TMNT Rocksteady. I paid 35 cents for this figure and it sold for $8.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $14.80 minus 56 cents for the sales tax, $2.13 for the transaction fee, $4.44 for the shipping label, and $1.75 for the ad fee. That leaves me with $5.92. So this battery pack for an RC car, these actually can do well, so I would look them up. I went to the bins the last 2 days and got some stuff, and I actually pulled out a battery from an RC car in there because the car wasn't worth much, but the battery is. I paid 28 cents for this Hot Wheels RC battery pack and it sold for $18.49 free shipping. The buyer is all in at $19.60 minus $1.11 for the sales tax, $2.72 for the transaction fee, $4.44 for the shipping label, and $2.55 for the ad fee. That leaves me with $8.78. A couple vintage Goosebumps toys. I paid 25 cents for these toys and they sold for $14.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $21.14 minus 90 cents for the sales tax, $2.91 for the transaction fee, $4.44 for the shipping label. That leaves me with $12.89. Pair of Eddie Bauer hiking shorts. I paid 90 cents for these shorts and they sold for $10 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $15.85 minus $2.26 for the transaction fee, $5.33 for the shipping label, and $1.84 for the ad fee. That leaves me with $6.42. A pair of top drawer leisure shorts. These were my personal shorts that I wore for a while, so there's no real cost of goods as far as my reselling business is concerned, and they sold for $14.99 free shipping. The buyer is all in at $16.41 minus $1.42 for the sales tax, $2.33 for the transaction fee, $4.24 for the shipping label, and $2.22 for the ad fee. That leaves me with $6.20. This was a surprising sale. This is a Great Northwest 100% wool made in Hong Kong sweatshirt. I paid $1.90 for this sweatshirt and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $36.95 minus $2.96 for the sales tax, $4.86 for the transaction fee, and $8.30 for the shipping label. That leaves me with $20.83. This sold in like 2 days of me listing it. This sold in the middle of summer. A wool sweatshirt. You never know. A pair of Brooks running shoes. Brooks are decent. I would look them up. These are Ghost 14s. So I think that's a newer-ish model. I don't know where they're at. So a little bit dirty, some stains, but still sold. I paid $2.35 for these shoes, and they sold for $35 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $50.51, minus $3.06 for the sales tax, $6.54 for the transaction fee, $8.82 for the shipping label, and that leaves me with $32.09. And last but not least, I sold this shirt. Hi, I'm Evil Dan on a Hanes tag. I paid 75 cents for this shirt, and it sold for $49.99 free shipping. The buyer is all in at $54.68, minus $4.69 for the sales tax, $7.05 for the transaction fee, and $4.15 for the shipping label. That leaves me with $38.79. And that's the second time I sold that shirt. So I found two of those shirts at the bins. One was a large, one was an extra large. I listed the extra large, and I kind of wanted to see where the market was, so I listed it kind of high because I didn't see that exact one. Listing them one at a time because I wanted it to be the only one out there, so I didn't want to list both of them, even though they're different sizes. But that one sold, I believe, for $35 or so. I listed it for $50, but I sent the wrong shirt. I sent the large. The guy contacted me. He was upset, understandably, and he said,
"It arrived in large today, not XL size, and there's no Apple logo on the back. Are you a scammer? Because of a business trip. I checked it now. I'll write a review. You're a scammer."
So I replied, "Sorry about that. I just looked through my inventory and I must have shipped the wrong shirt. I accept returns. Please file a return through eBay and I will refund. Sorry for the inconvenience." To which he replied,
"I live in Korea. I will refund you if you pay all the shipping costs."
I'm sure he meant that he'll send it back if I pay the shipping cost. So I replied, "Hi, you will have to contact eBay. The address I sent it to was not in Korea. I can refund when I receive the item back. Thanks." And his response was,
"Then I'll write it in a review. It's a seller who doesn't check the goods properly and sends them."
The only thing I could say was, "Please do. Thanks." But he had used a third-party shipper because I had shipped it somewhere domestic, and he said he was in Korea. Like, if you send it back, I can give you a refund. Like, I don't know what to do, and I haven't heard from him since. But so then I listed the shirt correctly, and it sold pretty quick at full asking price. So total sales was $189 and some change. Cost of goods for me was $7.78. After fees and shipping, I'm left with $137.12. Minus the cost of goods, that leaves me with $129.34. I put away 25% for taxes, which in this case was $32.33. So I take that away. My final profit is $97.01 from an investment of $7.78. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have a second to like and comment, and subscribe if you like to see videos like this where I'm breaking down each sale so you know kind of what to expect when selling on eBay, that would be awesome. Catch you on the next one. God bless. Peace.